Hey there! I have been meaning to talk to you.
Oh, hi. What's on your mind?
Well, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for the noise last night. We had a bit of a gathering, and things got a bit louder than expected.
Oh, don't worry about it. I barely noticed. But it's really thoughtful of you to apologize. How was your gathering?
It was fun, thanks for asking. But still, I know noise can be bothersome, especially late at night. We will make sure to keep it down in the future.
No problem at all. We all have our moments, right? And I appreciate you being considerate. Actually, while we are on the topic, I owe you an apology too.
Oh,
Yeah, last week, I accidentally trimmed some branches off the tree that hangs over into your yard. I did not realize until later that it might be an issue. I'm sorry if that bothered you.
it's all right. I had not even noticed, honestly. But I appreciate you letting me know. It's nice to have open communication between neighbors.
Definitely. It's important to look out for each other and be understanding when things happen. We are all just trying to live our lives, after all.
Absolutely. And speaking of understanding, I'm really sorry about your dog getting loose the other day. I saw him wandering around and managed to get him back to you, but I hope he did not cause too much trouble.
Oh, thank you for bringing him back. He's a little escape artist sometimes. I apologize for any inconvenience he may have caused. We will make sure to keep a closer eye on him from now on.
No worries at all. It was no trouble, and I'm glad he's safe. That's what neighbors are for, right? Looking out for each other and lending a hand when needed.
Exactly. We are like a little community here, and it's nice to know we can rely on each other. So, no hard feelings, right?
None at all. Thanks for understanding, and I'm always here if you need anything. Let's keep this open line of communication going.
Agreed. And again, I appreciate your apology. It means a lot. All right, I will let you get back to your day. Take care.
You too. See you around.
Before I head back, there's something else I wanted to bring up. I noticed some of your packages were left out in the rain the other day, and I'm sorry I did not catch them in time to keep them dry.
Oh, I appreciate you looking out for us. Yeah, the delivery person sometimes leaves them in inconvenient spots. But don't worry about it, it's not your responsibility to watch over our packages.
Still, I feel bad about it. Maybe we could work out a system where we can help each other out with package deliveries when one of us is away or busy?
That's a great idea. We could definitely do that. It's all about supporting each other and making sure everyone's needs are met. I'm glad we are having this conversation.
Me too. It's refreshing to be able to talk openly and resolve any issues together. It really strengthens our neighborhood bond.
Absolutely. Well, Thanks again for bringing up these concerns and for being so understanding. I feel like we have made some good progress here.
Definitely. And if anything else comes up in the future, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm always here to listen and find solutions together.
Likewise. All right, I will let you get back to your day now. Take care and see you around.
You too. Have a great day.
Actually, before you go, there's one more thing I wanted to address. I noticed that our fence has a loose board, and I'm afraid it might fall over soon. I apologize for not fixing it sooner.
Oh, I had not even noticed, but I appreciate you bringing it up. No need to apologize. It's understandable that things like that can happen. We can work together to fix it, if you would like.
That would be great. Maybe we could split the cost of the repairs and tackle it together this weekend?
Sounds like a plan. Working together on these kinds of things not only strengthens our friendship but also keeps our shared spaces safe and well maintained.
Exactly. I'm glad we are on the same page. It really makes a difference when neighbors can collaborate and support each other.
Absolutely. Well, let's plan on fixing the fence this weekend then. Thanks for bringing it to my attention, and I appreciate your willingness to work together on it.
Of course. I will make sure to gather the necessary tools and materials. Thanks for being such a great neighbor.
Thank you too. It's a pleasure living next to someone who values open communication and teamwork. Before you go, there's one more thing I wanted to mention. I have been thinking about organizing a neighborhood cleanup day. With spring coming up, it would be a great opportunity for us all to come together and spruce up our community.
That's a fantastic idea. It's so important to take care of our neighborhood and keep it clean and beautiful. Count me in for sure.
Awesome! I was hoping you would be interested. I will start spreading the word to our other neighbors and see if we can pick a date that works for everyone. It will be a fun way to bond and make a positive impact.
Definitely. Let me know how I can help with the planning or preparations. I'm excited to see our neighborhood shine even brighter after the cleanup.
Will do. And thanks again for being so open to collaboration and community improvement. It really makes a difference.
It's my pleasure. I'm grateful to have such wonderful neighbors like you. All right, I will let you get back to your day now. Take care and keep me posted on the cleanup plans.
You too. Thanks again, and I will be in touch soon. Have a great day.
Hey there. So, I have been thinking about this whole inflation situation lately. It seems like prices are just going up and up. Got any thoughts on how we could control it?
Oh, inflation is such a pain, is not it? But yeah, there are definitely some ways we can try to rein it in. One of the main tools is monetary policy.
Right, monetary policy. That's like when the central bank adjusts interest rates and stuff, is not it?
Exactly. By tweaking interest rates, the central bank can influence borrowing and spending in the economy.
When they raise interest rates, borrowing becomes more expensive, so people and businesses tend to spend less.
That can help cool down inflation.
Makes sense. So, do you think we will see inflation start to come down soon?
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
The central bank has to find a balance between keeping inflation in check and not stalling the economy. Sometimes they will raise rates gradually to avoid causing a sharp slowdown.
Got it. So, what else can they do besides playing with interest rates?
Well, they can also use tools like open market operations.
That's when the central bank buys or sells government securities to control the money supply in the economy.
If they want to decrease inflation, they might sell securities to take money out of circulation.
Ah, okay. And what about fiscal policy? Like, could the government do anything to help with inflation?
Definitely. Fiscal policy involves government spending and taxation. If the government reduces spending or raises taxes, that can help reduce demand in the economy and ease inflationary pressures.
But would not cutting spending or raising taxes be unpopular?
Absolutely. It's a tough sell politically, especially if people are already feeling the squeeze from high prices. But sometimes it's necessary to keep the economy stable in the long run.
Yeah, I guess there are no easy solutions when it comes to economics. It's all about finding the right balance.
Exactly.
It's a delicate dance, but with the right mix of policies and some good old-fashioned economic management, we can hopefully keep inflation under control.
Well, thanks for breaking it down for me. I feel like I have a better grasp on how we can tackle this inflation problem now.
Absolutely, staying informed is key.
And sometimes, even with the best policies, there are external factors that can influence inflation too.
Like what?
Well, things like changes in global commodity prices, natural disasters affecting food production, or even geopolitical tensions can all impact inflation.
It's not always just about what we do domestically.
That's true. It's like a domino effect sometimes. One thing happens somewhere else, and it ripples through the whole economy.
Exactly. And that's why it's important for policymakers to stay vigilant and adaptable.
They need to be ready to adjust their strategies in response to changing circumstances.
Makes sense. So, do you think we will see inflation start to come down soon?
It's hard to say for sure. A lot depends on how effective the measures we have discussed are, as well as those external factors we mentioned earlier. But with careful management and a bit of luck, we can hopefully get it under control.
Fingers crossed then. Thanks again for the insights, buddy.
No problem at all. Anytime you want to dive into the intricacies of macroeconomics, you know where to find me.
Do you think there are any long-term solutions to inflation? I mean, something beyond just tweaking policies here and there.
That's a great question. Long-term solutions often involve structural changes in the economy.
For instance, improving productivity through investments in education, technology, and infrastructure can help mitigate inflationary pressures by ensuring that the economy can produce more goods and services without driving up prices.
Ah, so it's about increasing the supply side of the economy to match the demand.
Exactly. When supply can keep pace with or even outstrip demand, it helps to keep prices stable. Additionally, addressing underlying issues like income inequality can also play a role in reducing inflation. When more people have purchasing power, it can lead to more balanced and sustainable economic growth.
That makes sense. So, it's not just about short-term fixes, but also about making fundamental changes to how the economy functions.
Absolutely. It's about creating an environment where inflationary pressures are naturally kept in check over the long term. Of course, that's easier said than done, but it's definitely something worth striving for.
Definitely. Well, thanks again for the enlightening conversation. I feel like I have learned a lot about inflation and how we can tackle it.
Anytime, my friend. Economics can be complex, but breaking it down and discussing it with others is a great way to make sense of it all. And who knows, maybe one day we will come up with the perfect solution to inflation.
Do you think there's anything individuals can do to help combat inflation on a personal level?
That's a good question. While individuals may not have direct control over macroeconomic factors, there are still some steps they can take to mitigate the impact of inflation on their own finances. One approach is to focus on saving and investing wisely to preserve purchasing power over time. Diversifying investments and considering inflation-protected assets can help safeguard against erosion of wealth due to rising prices.
That sounds like a smart strategy. It's all about being proactive and preparing for potential economic fluctuations.
Exactly. Additionally, being mindful of spending habits and seeking out ways to reduce expenses can also help offset the effects of inflation on household budgets.
That makes sense. It's like taking a proactive approach to personal finance in the face of broader economic challenges.
Absolutely. By staying informed, being proactive, and making prudent financial decisions, individuals can better navigate the effects of inflation on their own economic well-being.
Thanks for the advice. It's been a really enlightening conversation.
No problem at all. Always happy to discuss these topics with you. Let's keep the dialogue going and continue learning together.
Definitely. Take care, and let's chat soon.
You too. Until next time.
Hello there, young lad. What brings you to the park on this fine day?
Hi. I love coming to the park to play football with my friends. It's so much fun.
Ah, sports. That's wonderful to hear. You know, physical activity like playing football has so many benefits.
Really? Like what?
Well, for one, it helps keep your heart healthy. When you run around and play sports, your heart gets stronger, and that's important for your overall health.
Oh, I never thought about that. What else does exercise do?
Exercise also helps to keep your muscles and bones strong. As you grow older, it becomes even more important to have strong muscles and bones to stay active and independent. That makes sense. My grandpa always says he does exercises to stay strong. Exactly. Your grandpa is a wise man. Exercise can also improve your mood and help you sleep better. It releases chemicals in your brain that make you feel happier and more relaxed.
Wow, I did not know exercise could do all that.
Indeed, it's quite amazing what staying active can do for you. And the best part is, you can have fun while doing it. Whether it's playing sports like football or simply going for a bike ride, there are so many ways to stay active and healthy.
I'm definitely going to tell my friends about this. Maybe we can start a daily exercise routine together.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Remember, staying active now will benefit you for years to come. Keep playing sports, keep moving, and you will thank yourself later in life.
Thanks for all the great advice, sir. I will be sure to remember it.
So, have you thought about what kind of exercises you and your friends might want to do together?
Yeah. We are thinking of starting with some simple exercises like jumping jacks, push-ups, and maybe even some running drills. And of course, we will continue playing football regularly too.
That sounds like a fantastic plan. Starting with those exercises will help you build strength and endurance, which are essential for playing sports like football.
I can't wait to get started. I'm sure we will have a lot of fun while getting stronger and healthier.
Absolutely. And remember, it's not just about the physical benefits. Exercising with your friends can also strengthen your bonds and create lasting memories.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way. It will be great to spend more time with my friends while doing something good for ourselves.
Exactly. And as you continue to exercise regularly, you will start to notice improvements not just in your physical health, but also in your mental well-being. You will feel more energized, focused, and confident in everything you do.
That sounds amazing. I'm really excited to see all the positive changes that come from exercising.
I'm glad to hear that, young man. Just remember to stay committed and make exercise a priority in your life. It's a journey worth taking, and the benefits will last a lifetime.
Thanks for all the advice, sir. I will definitely keep it in mind and make sure to encourage my friends too.
You are welcome, my boy. Now, go out there and enjoy your exercises with your friends. And remember, stay active, stay healthy, and keep having fun.
Will do. Thanks again, sir. Have a great day.
Before you go, I want to share one more thing with you. It's a simple motto that has helped me stay motivated to exercise throughout my life: move more, sit less.
That's a great motto. It's easy to remember and makes a lot of sense.
Indeed, it's all about finding opportunities to stay active in your daily life. Whether it's taking the stairs instead of the elevator or going for a walk during your break, every little bit adds up.
I will definitely keep that in mind. It's important to stay active even when we are not playing sports or doing specific exercises.
Absolutely. Being physically active is not just about structured workouts. It's about making movement a natural part of your lifestyle.
Thanks for the reminder, sir. I will make sure to find ways to incorporate more movement into my daily routine.
You are welcome, young man. And remember, don't be too hard on yourself if you miss a day or don't feel like exercising. The important thing is to stay consistent and keep moving forward.
I will keep that in mind. Thanks again for all the advice, sir. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, my boy. Now go out there and make the most of every opportunity to stay active. Your future self will thank you for it.
Will do. Take care, sir.
Oh, one more thing before you go, young man. As you embark on your journey to stay active and healthy, always listen to your body.
What do you mean, sir?
Well, it's important to push yourself during exercise, but it's equally important to know your limits and avoid overdoing it. If you ever feel pain or discomfort while exercising, don't ignore it. Take a break, and if needed, seek advice from a trusted adult or medical professional.
That's good advice. I will be sure to pay attention to how I feel and not push myself too hard.
That's the spirit. Your health and well-being should always come first. And remember, staying active is not just about the physical benefits. It's also about feeling good mentally and emotionally.
I will keep that in mind, sir. Thanks for looking out for me.
You are welcome, young man. Now, go out there and enjoy your time with your friends, stay active, and take care of yourself. The world is yours to explore.
Thanks, sir. I will see you around.
Take care, young man. And remember, keep moving forward, one step at a time.
Thanks again for all your advice, sir. I really appreciate it. I will make sure to remember everything you have told me.
You are very welcome, young man. It's been a pleasure talking with you. Remember, staying active and healthy is one of the best investments you can make in yourself.
I will definitely keep that in mind. I hope to be as healthy and active as you are when I'm older.
That's the spirit. With dedication and perseverance, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Now go out there and make the most of each day.
I will, sir. Thank you once again. Have a great day.
You too, young man. Take care and keep moving forward. Until we meet again.
Hey son, have you been following the news about the upcoming election?
Yeah, I have been trying to keep up with it. It seems like there's a lot at stake this time around.
Absolutely. It's crucial to understand the candidates' policies and how they could impact our lives. Have you decided who you will be voting for?
I have been doing some research, but I'm still not entirely sure. There are so many issues to consider, and it can be overwhelming.
That's understandable. It's important to take your time and weigh the pros and cons of each candidate carefully. What are some of the key issues that matter to you?
Well, I'm concerned about the economy and job opportunities, especially as I will be entering the workforce soon. I also care about healthcare, education, and climate change.
Those are all significant issues that will shape our future. Have you looked into what each candidate proposes regarding those topics?
Yeah, I have been reading up on their policies and watching the debates to see how they address these issues. It's been helpful, but there's still so much to consider.
It's great that you are taking the time to educate yourself. Remember, it's not just about what the candidates say during the campaign, but also their track record and ability to follow through on their promises.
That's true. I have been trying to look into their past actions and how they have handled similar issues in the past.
That's a smart approach. It's essential to look beyond the rhetoric and examine their actual records and achievements. Have you thought about how their policies might affect different communities, including those who are marginalized or underrepresented?
Yeah, that's something I have been trying to consider as well. It's essential to think about the broader impact of their policies and how they will affect everyone, not just a select few.
Absolutely. Our decisions at the ballot box have far-reaching consequences, so it's crucial to vote with empathy and consideration for all members of society. Remember, even if our preferred candidate does not win, it's essential to stay engaged and hold elected officials accountable.
You are right, Dad. Every vote matters, and it's up to us to shape the future we want to see. Thanks for talking this through with me. It's helped clarify my thoughts a lot.
Anytime, son. I'm proud of you for taking an interest in the democratic process and being an informed citizen. If you have any more questions or want to discuss anything further, don't hesitate to ask.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate your guidance. I think I'm getting closer to making a decision, but I still have a few more questions.
Of course, I'm here to help. What else do you need clarification on?
Well, I'm still a bit confused about some of the candidates' positions on certain issues. It feels like there's a lot of misinformation out there, and it's hard to separate fact from fiction.
I understand. In today's age of information overload, it can be challenging to discern the truth. That's why it's essential to consult multiple sources and fact-check everything you come across.
Yeah, I have been trying to cross-reference information from different news outlets and reputable sources to get a more balanced perspective.
That's a wise approach. It's also helpful to engage in discussions with people who have different viewpoints. It can challenge your assumptions and help you see things from a different angle.
I have been doing that too, although it can be challenging at times, especially when emotions run high.
It's true. Politics can be a sensitive topic, but it's crucial to have respectful and open-minded discussions, even when we disagree. That's how progress is made and solutions are found.
I agree. I will keep that in mind as I continue my research and conversations leading up to the election. Thanks again, Dad, for your support and guidance.
You are welcome, son. I'm proud of you for taking this responsibility seriously. Remember, your vote is your voice, so make it count. And no matter what happens, I will always be here to support you.
Dad, I also wanted to talk about the importance of civic engagement beyond just voting. I have been thinking about ways I can make a difference in my community, regardless of who wins the election.
That's a great point, son. Voting is just one aspect of being an active citizen. There are so many other ways to contribute to the betterment of society.
Exactly. I have been considering volunteering for local organizations or getting involved in community projects that address issues I care about, like environmental conservation or youth education.
That's commendable, son. Volunteering your time and skills is a powerful way to make a positive impact and bring about meaningful change in your community.
I have also been thinking about advocating for policy changes on a local level. It seems like there are opportunities to work with elected officials and community leaders to address pressing issues and push for progress.
Absolutely. Local politics play a crucial role in shaping our everyday lives, from infrastructure and public services to zoning regulations and environmental policies. Getting involved in local advocacy efforts can have a tangible impact on your community.
I'm glad we are having this conversation, Dad. It's inspiring me to take more proactive steps towards being an engaged citizen, not just during election season, but year-round.
I'm glad to hear that, son. Remember, democracy is not a spectator sport. It requires active participation and commitment from all of us to uphold its principles and values.
I will keep that in mind, Dad. Thanks for always encouraging me to be the best version of myself and to strive for positive change in the world.
You are welcome, son. I'm proud of the thoughtful and compassionate person you have become. And I will continue to support you every step of the way.
Dad, I have been thinking about how we can encourage more people in our community to participate in the democratic process, especially those who might feel disenfranchised or disengaged.
That's an important consideration, son. Increasing civic participation among all members of society is crucial for a healthy democracy. What ideas do you have in mind?
Well, I was thinking we could organize community events or workshops to educate people about their rights and the importance of voting. We could also provide resources to help overcome any barriers they might face in registering or accessing polling places.
That's a fantastic idea, son. Empowering individuals with knowledge and resources can help break down systemic barriers and ensure that everyone's voice is heard in the political process.
I also think it's essential to create a welcoming and inclusive environment where people feel comfortable expressing their opinions and engaging in constructive dialogue, regardless of their background or beliefs.
Absolutely. Fostering a sense of belonging and respect within our community is key to building trust and cooperation among its members. It's through open and honest communication that we can find common ground and work towards shared goals.
I'm excited to get started on these initiatives, Dad. I think by mobilizing our community and amplifying diverse voices, we can create positive change that benefits everyone.
I could not agree more, son. Your passion and commitment to making a difference are truly inspiring. I will be right there beside you every step of the way, supporting and encouraging you in this important endeavor.
Thanks, Dad. Together, I know we can make a meaningful impact and contribute to building a stronger, more inclusive society for future generations.
That's the spirit, son. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. Our community is counting on us, and I have no doubt that we will rise to the challenge with determination and compassion.
Hey there, son. How was your day?
It was all right, Dad. School was pretty boring, as usual.
Yeah, I remember those days. Sometimes it feels like you are just counting down the minutes until you can leave, huh?
Definitely. But I did get to hang out with some friends during lunch, so that was nice.
That's good to hear. Friends make all the difference, don't they? Did anything interesting happen?
Not really, just the usual chatter about video games and upcoming exams. Oh, but we did start planning a camping trip for next month. That should be fun.
A camping trip, huh? That sounds like a blast. Where are you thinking of going?
We are thinking of heading to that forest area we went to last summer. Remember? The one with the awesome hiking trails and the lake.
Ah, yes. That was a fantastic trip. Count me in if you need any help with the planning or if you want some company.
Really? That would be awesome, Dad. It's always more fun when you are around.
Well, I am glad to hear that, son. Spending time together outdoors is something I always enjoy. Plus, it will give us a chance to bond even more.
Definitely. And maybe this time, we can try some more advanced hiking trails. I have been reading up on some cool ones in that area.
Sounds like a plan. Just remember to stay safe and always stick together. Exploring nature is amazing, but it's important to be cautious too.
I will, Dad. Thanks for always looking out for me. I can't wait for this trip already.
Me neither, son. It's going to be an adventure we will both remember for a long time. Now, how about we start brainstorming some ideas for our camping menu?
That sounds like a plan. I have been thinking about some new recipes we could try over the campfire. Maybe we could even do some fishing and cook the catch of the day.
That's a fantastic idea. Freshly caught fish grilled over an open fire sounds delicious. We will need to make sure we pack all the necessary gear for fishing, though.
Definitely. I will make a list of everything we will need, like fishing rods, bait, and maybe even a small cooler to keep the fish fresh until we are ready to cook.
Great initiative, son. Planning ahead will make the trip much smoother. And who knows, maybe we will catch enough fish to invite some of your friends' families to join us for a fish fry.
That would be awesome. I'm sure everyone would love that. It could turn into a big camping party.
Absolutely. The more, the merrier. It will be a chance for us all to connect with nature and create some wonderful memories together.
I can already picture it. Sitting around the campfire, sharing stories, enjoying good food, and just enjoying each other's company. It's going to be epic.
It certainly will be, son. And you know what? I'm really looking forward to experiencing it all with you. It's moments like these that make life truly special.
I could not agree more, Dad. Thanks for always being there and for being the best camping buddy a guy could ask for.
Absolutely, son. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, how about we finish up our chores for the day? It's important to stay on top of things before we dive into our camping preparations.
You are right, Dad. I will go ahead and take care of my room while you finish up in the kitchen. Then we can sit down and make that camping checklist together.
Sounds like a plan. And while we are at it, we can also go over some safety reminders for our trip. It's crucial to be well prepared, especially when we are out in the wilderness.
Definitely, Dad. I will make sure to pay attention so that we can have a safe and enjoyable time out there. I will also do some research on any wildlife we might encounter and how to handle different situations.
That's my responsible son. It's always good to be knowledgeable about our surroundings. And remember, if you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to ask.
I would not, Dad. Thanks for trusting me to help plan this trip. I'm really excited about it, and I appreciate you being so supportive.
Of course, son. Planning this trip together is not only about the destination but also about the journey and the memories we will create along the way. I could not think of a better adventure partner than you.
Thanks, Dad. I feel the same way. Now, let's finish up these chores and get to planning. I can't wait to see what other fun activities we can add to our camping itinerary.
Agreed, son. Let's make this trip one for the books.
All right, Dad, my room is all tidied up. What's left on your end?
I have just finished cleaning up the kitchen. Looks like we are both ready to tackle the camping checklist now.
Great. Let me grab a notebook and pen, and we can start jotting down everything we need to remember for the trip.
Sounds like a plan. To start with, we will need the basics: tent, sleeping bags, camping stove, and cooking utensils.
Right. And don't forget about the essentials like food, water, and first aid supplies.
Absolutely. We will also need to consider clothing suitable for the weather and activities we have planned. Plus, we should bring along some entertainment, like cards or a portable speaker.
Good thinking. And what about toiletries and hygiene items?
Yes, those are important too. We will need toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, and toilet paper. Oh, and let's not forget insect repellent and sunscreen.
Got it. I will make sure to add all of those to the list. Is there anything else you think we should bring?
Well, since we mentioned fishing earlier, we will need fishing gear and a cooler to store any fish we catch. And it might be a good idea to bring a map or GPS device in case we venture off the beaten path.
Right, fishing gear and navigation tools. I will add those as well. I think we are off to a good start with our checklist.
Agreed. We can always add more items as we think of them. It's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared, especially when it comes to camping.
Definitely. Thanks for helping me with this, Dad. I'm feeling more excited about our trip with each item we add to the list.
You are welcome, son. Planning together makes the anticipation even more enjoyable. Now, let's finish up this checklist so we can get to the best part, the actual camping adventure. Good morning, Sarah. How are you today?
Good morning, Mr. Johnson. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. So, Sarah, what are you working on at the moment?
Right now, I'm studying for the upcoming math test. It's quite challenging, but I'm determined to do well.
That's fantastic to hear. Math can be tough, but with dedication, I'm sure you will succeed. Which topics are you focusing on?
Well, currently, I'm reviewing algebraic equations. They are a bit tricky, especially when we are dealing with variables on both sides of the equation.
Ah, I see. Yes, equations with variables on both sides can be quite complex. Have you been practicing solving them regularly?
Yes, I have. I have been solving a lot of practice problems from the textbook and also using some online resources for additional exercises.
Excellent. Practice is key when it comes to mastering math concepts. Are there any specific areas within algebraic equations where you feel you need more support?
I think I need a bit more help with factoring quadratic expressions. Sometimes I get confused with identifying the correct factors.
That's completely understandable. Factoring can be a bit tricky at first, but with more practice, you will get the hang of it. Would you like me to go over some examples with you after class?
Yes, please. That would be incredibly helpful. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson.
Of course, Sarah. I'm here to support you every step of the way. Remember, learning is a journey, and it's okay to ask for help when you need it.
Thank you for your encouragement, Mr. Johnson. I will keep working hard and striving for improvement.
You are very welcome, Sarah. Keep up the great work, and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or need clarification on anything.
I will, thank you, Mr. Johnson. I will see you after class for those extra practice problems.
Great! I'm glad you are eager to dive into the practice problems. Remember, the more you practice, the more confident you'll become in solving those quadratic expressions.
Absolutely, Mr. Johnson. I will make sure to dedicate some extra time to practicing them today.
That's the spirit, Sarah. Dedication and perseverance are key ingredients to success in math, and I can see you possess both of those qualities.
Thank you for your confidence in me, Mr. Johnson. It really means a lot.
You are welcome, Sarah. It's my pleasure to support you in your learning journey. By the way, are you also working on anything else besides math at the moment?
Yes, actually. I'm currently writing an essay for my English class. We are analyzing a novel, and I'm focusing on character development in the story.
That sounds fascinating. Which novel are you studying, and which character are you analyzing?
We are studying To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, and I'm analyzing the character of Atticus Finch. His role in the novel is quite complex, so I'm enjoying delving deeper into his characterization.
Atticus Finch is indeed a fascinating character with many layers. Analyzing his character must be quite intriguing. Have you identified any significant character traits or themes associated with him?
Yes, definitely. Atticus embodies traits such as integrity, empathy, and courage, which are central to the novel's themes of justice and morality. I'm exploring how these traits influence his actions and relationships throughout the story.
That's an excellent observation, Sarah. Atticus serves as a moral compass in the novel, and his actions have a profound impact on the other characters and the overall narrative. Are you finding enough textual evidence to support your analysis?
Yes, there's plenty of evidence in the text to support my analysis. I have been closely examining Atticus's dialogue, interactions with other characters, and the author's narrative descriptions to deepen my understanding.
That's fantastic to hear. Remember to incorporate specific examples from the text to strengthen your argument and provide textual evidence for your analysis.
Absolutely, Mr. Johnson. I will make sure to include ample textual evidence to support my points in the essay.
Sounds like you are on the right track, Sarah. Keep up the excellent work in both math and English. If you ever need any assistance with your essay or any other assignments, don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. I really appreciate your support and guidance.
You are very welcome, Sarah. It's a pleasure to see you engaged and enthusiastic about your studies. Keep striving for excellence, and I have no doubt you will achieve great things.
I will, Mr. Johnson. Thank you again. I will see you after class for those extra math practice problems.
Looking forward to it, Sarah. Have a wonderful day, and keep up the outstanding work.
You too, Mr. Johnson. Have a great day.
Thank you, Sarah. Now, before you go, is there anything else on your mind? Any other subjects or activities you are involved in that you would like to discuss?
Actually, yes. I have been thinking about joining the school's debate team. I have always enjoyed discussing and analyzing different perspectives, so I think it could be a great opportunity for me to improve my public speaking and critical thinking skills.
That's fantastic to hear. Joining the debate team can indeed be a rewarding experience. It will not only enhance your public speaking and critical thinking abilities but also provide you with a platform to engage in meaningful discussions on various topics. Have you spoken to anyone from the debate team or the faculty advisor about your interest?
Not yet, but I plan to do so soon. I wanted to get your opinion first and see if you think it's a good idea.
I think it's an excellent idea, Sarah. Your enthusiasm for exploring different perspectives and your ability to articulate your thoughts coherently make you well suited for the debate team. Plus, it's a fantastic opportunity to meet new people and develop valuable skills that will benefit you both academically and personally.
Thank you for your encouragement, Mr. Johnson. I will definitely reach out to the debate team faculty advisor and express my interest in joining.
You are welcome, Sarah. I'm glad I could offer some encouragement. Remember, stepping out of your comfort zone and trying new things is how you grow and learn. I have no doubt that you will excel in whatever you choose to pursue.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Your support means a lot to me.
It's my pleasure, Sarah. Just know that I'm here to support you every step of the way, whether it's in your academics, extracurricular activities, or personal growth journey.
That means a lot, Mr. Johnson. Thank you again for everything.
You are very welcome, Sarah. Now, go ahead and reach out to the debate team faculty advisor. I'm excited to see where this opportunity takes you.
I will, Mr. Johnson. Thanks once again. Have a great day.
You too, Sarah. Take care, and I will see you soon.